Hello and welcome back to Football Manager Weston Super Mare with me, Ben, and hi Josh and Sam. The intros never get any better. Now we've had some terrible fixtures over the last couple of days. Let's delve into them. Yep, so last time we played we beat Galatasaray, beat Swansea. I thought it might be fun now just to move on to the FA Cup. We lost to Chelsea in the league. We drew 3-3 with Sunderland after being 3-0 down, or 3-2 down, 2-0 down, then 3-2 down. We lost 3-1 away at Tottenham, and then we drew 1-1 with West Bromwich. So this game round we're going to try and progress. You can hear Masha again. Say hello. Hello. Yeah, this time around we're going to try and progress in the FA Cup, and we're going to play Sheffield Wednesday. And we also got drawn against Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League group stage, first knockout round, which is good. Should be a good game. So, let's... Oh no, okay, and some interesting things. Right, so, we have some new players. Willington Torres, here, this fella, young fella, he's Colombian. I had signed him on a free during the summer, but for some reason he wasn't able to join until the 1st of December. He now has. He'll be another option up front for us. This is nice. We've also brought in a couple of young players. So Georges, he's 19 now. It doesn't look like he's going to end up being very good. He might be though. He's a young player who we signed for about £1 million. Oh no, £500,000 from Barcelona. Hopefully he can progress as well as Bayonne has done from after making the same journey. We also brought in the youth team. Did he just join us? Yeah, so we brought in Orfila, who I signed in the summer but didn't sign until now. He's a Uruguayan. And we signed another guy, but I can't see him right here, right now. Oh, Johan joined us. That was who it was. Johan, the Paris Saint-Germain player who you saw me renaming in the last video. So yeah, we've got a few new players. That's nice. But we're going to have to see what we can do. We're currently suffering through injury crisis. Zatuni is now out for 22 days, luckily because he was just bid for by Manchester City for 20 million, but luckily because he's injured he can't go anyway, and obviously Glavina is still out, only a month, just over a month to go until he joins us again, but not ideal. Anyway, now I really want to win this cup, but I do want to give Ahmed, what was his name? Ahmed Khalil Al-Sulaiti, it's a big name. I'm considering changing it. So yeah, we'll see what goes on here. I think we're going to put Cunningham. No, we're actually going to give Torres another start. We're going to take Watts off, and I think we're going to give Mbele a game ahead of Enkblom and Mr. Kovic, who's asked to leave the club again. He did the same thing at exactly the same time last year. Mr. Kovic will play as right back, because we're playing in the cup. Therefore, we need to give our squad players some football time. Idiot. Okay. Liverpool have signed Jake Forster-Caskey, who is terrible. So well done, Liverpool. Good call. And now we take on Aston Villa. So they're not in a great run of form themselves, although it looks to me like they have won more recently than we have. Bayonne, Fitzgerald. I'm actually going to play Nieto to start because I don't think Dania needs to be starting in a game like this. They're playing with a defensive midfielder, which means that they don't expect very much from this game. That's good. Hopefully we can use our great movement and skill and such to get past them. I just expected a performance from the defence, which was not my intention. It was a misclick, and I'll again say no pressure on Ahmed because this is his home debut. And we don't want to pressurise him too much and end him up having some kind of crazy mental stats where he's scared of big games or something like that. So, let's go. Taras Stepanenko in the midfield for them. He's about 36. I know because I checked on him earlier on in the season. Went, oh, it's an interesting effort. Don't know why you would try and curl it in that kind of way, but fine. I clicked on Stepanenko because I think he scored against somebody earlier in the season. So I checked him out. He's old, he's slow, he ain't good. Of course, he'll probably score a hat-trick against us. I'm looking at you, J. Emmanuel Thomas. Get on. That's a good lad. Good lad. Al-Sulaiti. Too many. Oh, play. What a goal from Mads Pedersen. Masha wandering about, opening the doors. Great goal from Mads Pedersen. What else are we doing? Who else is in this cup competition still? Anyone of particular interest? Carshalton with an excellent badge. Thank you, Ben, for sorting that out. Staines are still in it, although not for very long. Yeah, looks like things are going quite well. Come on, Carshalton. Let's give us a game against Carshalton. That'd be nice. A home tie against Carshalton, so they get a decent bit of money. They can take that home. Fund a push into the. I think they're actually non-league completely, so maybe they can try and fund a push into the Blue Square South and then beyond. Mitstokovic, Abdallah, Kotnik, Spencer. Slight burp. Spencer, Abdallah, Torres, Montignelli, Nieto, Abdallah, Spencer. We're playing it around nicely. Shame that we can't do that in all the other games, right, guys? Yeah, so I didn't bother showing you the league and where we are in it because we are 6th. I think we're 11 points clear of... we're 11 points shy of top. So quite what our aspirations for the season are at this point, I don't know. I assume try and get in the top 4 would be nice. Although no guarantees because we're doing badly and we seem to be falling on the wrong side of the close games against the big teams, plus tripping up against the little teams all the time, so that's annoying. Nieto, Willington Torres. Be interesting to see if I'm playing him on the wrong side of the... Oh, and Mbele, come on. So I'm more than halfway through the night shift week at this point. Going to be starting work in about an hour. I am tired and bored of this ridiculous schedule now. So we'll see how... Well, I mean, next week's even going to be also difficult because there'll be evening shifts. So there'll probably be... Oh, it's a great save from Fielding. Nieto. Terrible corner. So next week there'll probably also be quite a few episodes going up, or at least being recorded. We'll see where we get. I think what we'll do is we will play the second leg of the Shakhtar Donetsk tie, because I think that probably that and this competition. Oh, Carlos! Oh God, what a save from Fielding! Jesus. I think those two competitions probably give us more opportunity for glory than the Premier League does at this point. There would have to be some quite spectacular collapses by Manchester United and other teams in order to allow us back in the title race. Nice, we're playing well. We could have got a couple more goals, but their goalkeeper's been fantastic, I think. It's fair to say. He's made a couple of fantastic saves. Yeah, we're dominating. Montignelli, Nieto. Montignelli, Spencer, Nieto. Spencer, great ball. Pedersen, oh, unlucky. Let's just look at Willington Torres and see what foot he is. He's right-footed, so he's probably playing on the wrong side there. Let's take Pedersen off, bring on Cunningham, he of the Cunningham, and see what we can do. Press the space bar. Press the space bar. Press the space bar. QPR, I think, are having a sensational season this season, by the way. So I'm a little bit worried because I'm pretty sure that there's no chance of us coming below 6th. We seem to be, for the large part, a lot better than the sort of mid to low table teams in the Premier League. It's just those top games and the odd game that, you know, Football Manager never lets you win everything. So occasionally we'll have off days where we lose to or draw against mid-table teams. But Go on, Torres. But yeah, I think barring a miracle, we'll probably not finish lower than 6th. And by miracle, I mean disaster, unless you're speaking from a QPR point of view. Because QPR are having a sensational season. So we just need to try and at the very, very minimum, we need to stay above them. Meunier. What I like about Torres is I signed him for a free, and he's now worth £9 million. So we'll see what we can do. If he doesn't end up scoring loads of goals, we just sell him for a massive profit. But I don't want that to happen. Our strikers are starting to get towards, hopefully he can be a little bit more productive than Billy Watts has been. Again this season he's struggling for form. Mbele, why did you miss the goal, eh? We can now give Spencer a break, I guess. Shouldn't really have played him from the start. Should have given Sabani a chance to impress. Although Sabani, I was saying a few episodes ago that he's a bit lightweight, and I definitely think that's true. He seems to not be able to sort of influence big games. He's fine against teams like Villa, who he gets given a little bit more time on the ball. Oh, what? Both posts. Redonkulous. He seems to be able to sort of dominate the smaller teams, but is really not strong enough against physical or very technical midfield teams. So I played him against Chelsea, and he was given the runaround. For example, that was a yawn because I'm knackered, and I've still got to do 7 hours of work at least. Montignelli out to interesting. Abdallah, Sabani, Abdallah, Mbele, Mr. Kovic, Kotnik, Torres. Good. Meunier, Mbele. Oh, you've had your chances, mate. Get your goal, fella. How's Carl Shelton doing? It's all. Oh wow! Look, who was Liverpool beating? Okay, where were they? Shelton. They're losing 2-0. That's a shame. That's a shame. Man United. Also, to note that we have yet again been drawn against a Premier League team in the FA Cup. Man United, top of the Premier League, have got a League 2 Stevenage. So I obviously there's no actual bias in the game, but Jesus, what is going on? We never get. The last time we were drawn against a lower league team, like a properly lower league from below the Championship, was I think we got League 1 Barnsley a couple of years ago, and we smashed them 8-0 or something like that, because I don't have enough players. I don't have a big enough squad to really rotate properly. So even the weaker team that I played was still way too much. But it's just, I don't know. We always get the Premier League teams, and I guarantee we will again. And we'll probably see the draw in a minute. 3 times hit the crossbar. Yeah, he'll get some playing time. And he's a decent player. He's just not better than our better players. So, luckily the fact that we've kind of thrown away the league at this point means that he can probably get a little bit more game time if we get a decent run in the Champions League or the league or in the FA Cup. He can then play some of the Premier League games that we need to sort of rest players for. So let's see. Right, I couldn't have picked a better pair of games to record, by the way, because Villa are 17th and Sheffield Wednesday 20th, so if there's any chance of us losing, that's not today. See, QPR having a great season, 4 points behind us, so that's what the table looks like. ATM, we are 14 points away from Man United. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, we're only 6 points off second, so that's not so bad, but United this season are frankly ridiculous. They've not lost a single game. Tottenham lost their first game of the season just a few weeks ago. I'm not looking forward to this. I don't want them to go all the season unbeaten. You're pleased with his progress because he's great. That's why you're pleased with his progress. Jesus, he's really good. See, look, they want. I mean, you can't sign him anyway. He's injured. It's not physically possible. No. No, I had to give Soto a new contract because Real Madrid came in for him. Another victim of new badges. Atletico Madrid's badges changed. Possibly Ajax's as well, because I think in this game's original version it's just the head. But whatever. Right, let's see who we draw. Now, guaranteed oh no, we're going to get Port Vale. Yes! Haha! I could tell it was us because of the pause. Okay, so we get to beat Port Vale. That's nice. What were the past meetings we've had? Us and classic Port Vale. We've played 4 times and we've won 3 of them, lost 1. We lost 2-1 away back in 2014. So it's 12 seasons ago, 12 years, 12 seasons ago. Man, this game, I have gone a long way. I'm deep into this game at this moment. Although not that deep. At one point on one of my other games I got to 2030s, and obviously other players have got to 3,000, so it's not like we're groundbreaking in any way, but AS Dragon, they seem like fun. French save with AS Dragon, anyone? De La Haya, Vladimir Grigoriev. Who's that from Petrelza? Kabore is my current top scout. Man United signed Ludwig. He's not that good, is he? He's fine, but he's not that good. I don't know. I'm not sure if I don't quite have the eye for young players like Sam does, clearly, and sort of understands how they grow a little bit better than me. But that's because I've never really been in a big club where I can watch the development properly. And I continually, all this season, every time I see the option in black, I ask the board if they can upgrade the training or youth facilities. They still say no every time. They haven't got any money, apparently. He's not worth paying money for. Duper. Oh, they've taken Franz Josef Duper. Let's go to the boardroom now. For example, I'll show you. I can ask for the training facilities. Right, which one do you think? With the club now in a better financial position. Yes, we agree, but we don't have the money. Fine. Stupid game. God's sake. Thanks, automatic answers. So, another championship team getting to the semi-final of a cup. This time, Wigan and Man City play each other in an interesting 1-1 draw. Come on. Got to start work soon. Can't be sitting here watching you faff about game. Alexeyev. See, I've been interested in this guy for a little while. I haven't. I saw him and I thought, oh, he looks interesting, and then he actually doesn't look that interesting. But let's get a new updated report, see how he's doing. Because it's over a year ago since I last looked. Backroom stuff. Why on earth would his game improve if he was shooting with power? Yaya Toure to get in, but we don't have enough. Sure, we don't have enough space in the. Ooh, we do. Okay, let's get Yaya Toure in then. Cool. Yeah, I've gone for Yaya Toure because you sold me first. You think he should be a key player, Wes Brown? You're an idiot. George. They're not in poor form. They're just. The whole club isn't doing very well. Oh man, it's going to be an interesting League Cup final. Unless, of course, Man City get through, in which case it's going to be a very dull cup final because Man City will win it. Costas, Yonu, and Jack. Bobby Jack, you bastard. I hate you. Have they actually been taken over? Norwich has been going in and out of takeovers for the last month. I'd quite like them to resolve that so that I don't have to keep getting sodding updates about it. We were taken over as well, I think you'll remember. But of course, the guy who joined us was like, oh yeah, great. I haven't got any money either. Why did you take over a Premier League team then? Why? Doesn't make any sense, does it? Famously, you need lots of money. So he's in the future could be as good as the French guy currently is. So stop trying to buy Soto. Jim Law. It's a very Scottish name. Paying 1.6 million for him if he's not going to be at least 3 stars. Jim Law. De La Haya. Universidad. So we've even got their badge. It's ridiculous. Bobby Kemp. Bobby Kemp. How good is he going to be? He doesn't even tell us how good he will end up being. So fine, you bugger off then. Yeah, of course we can take. Of course we can take Yaya Toure. Yeah, Toure. He's now a coach at Weston Super Mare. Speaking of famous people, Craig Levine, is that? Who's that? The Sheffield Wednesday's manager. Carlos Tevez is Ebbsfleet. Oh, goodness me. Carlos Tevez is Ebbsfleet United. Oh, they've actually gone through a little sticky patch, but they were at one point, they were 3rd. Let's see the fixtures for them. Yeah, they've gone through a bad patch there. They were doing very well at the beginning of the season. Come on, Carlos. 2nd successive promotion. I like it when managers you can see managers forging out a career. Like, who was that goalkeeper? That Scott Carson seems to be doing pretty well as a manager. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Scott Carson has been doing pretty well as a manager. He got poached from from Sunderland, and has now moved on to another team in the Premier League. I don't remember exactly who it was. So that's good for him, and hopefully, I remember, to finish that first thought off, hopefully he'll end up being like a great managerial mind. I remember, what was the guy? Jeremy, the former Liverpool midfielder, if I'm not wrong. But he once, on my last one, it was also with a relegated Liverpool. He took over Liverpool, took them straight back up, and the next season they came 2nd or something like that. He had a sensational record, and then he went on to manage Italy. Because obviously, haven't got very long left, so I'm going to have to rush through this as quickly as possible. Duper. Gone to Hoffenheim. Right, come on, Sheffield Wednesday, roll over. But also, let's only have a 2-0 win or something like that, please. Soto, get back in goal. Enkblom, get back in the goal game area that you play. We're going to play... Actually, are we? When do we have our next game? And who is it again? Is it the next game? Okay. But we have 4 days in between. Do we need to... Okay, I'm actually going to allow Carlos to continue playing. I'm going to allow Merkovic to keep playing. I'm going to put... Where is he? Sabani in. I'm going to allow this partnership up top to continue to grow. And then, oh yeah, they're not playing with they're not playing with any wide players. Okay, interesting. Lots of teams play like that on this game. I don't know. Was that in vogue formation when this game came out in 2011? Because it seems like a lot of weaker teams seem to do very well with it. I don't know, maybe it's a very effective formation in the Championship. I don't know, maybe it's something about the engine on this one that particularly lends itself to that, but they never seem to do very well because obviously they've always got no wingers. There's nobody out wide for them, so it's fine when they're working it through like this. This is fine, but then as soon as we get the ball and go wide, their wing backs are pushing very high. So you can see how that tactic works in terms of where the width comes from. The defensive midfielder will sit into a triangle. They sat in a triangle then when they were attacking, and allow the wing backs to push forward. But you do get spaces like this behind them when you play like that. Nothing happening now. Zelenika, I'm surprised he's still around. They have been promoted and relegated from the Premier League a few times. Zelenika has always been with them. Little bit surprised that nobody else has picked him up at any point. They've got Jack Rodwell, Claddick, Zelenika. Is that a second Zelenika? Have they got two players called Zelenika on their pitch? And Potu. Oh, I mean, they're doing pretty well. Doing surprisingly well. Yeah, they're dominating us. Oh, is this going to be another one? Another one of those games in big air quotes. Uros Kotnik, Mads Pedersen. You should have just scored instead of doing that. That's what I think. We also don't have a million hours, so if we could avoid too much slow walking towards each other on the pitch, that'd be lovely. You can't send him off that, ref. Just give him a yellow, thank you. Toral. Come on. We're really not doing very well. We need to... Kotnik. Interesting. Tactically, with my particular team, I'm not sure how we would go around beating this. I think what we need to do is change here and be quicker on the wings. So let's try that. See if that makes any difference, because Nieto isn't that quick, but Cunningham is that quick, and Daniel is a little bit more able to unpick locks. So hopefully, by making these changes, we can. There we go. So as soon as we get out wide, we're done. We're fine. Kotnik, Pedersen, smashes it over. Oh dear. Carlos Montinelli. Carlos is not on the ball. That was my stomach. Cunningham, Torres, Dania. Interesting. Dania. Nope. See, if I was playing on 15 like Sam does, I would be telling us to bomb down the wings and then possibly work it into the box in these areas. But we're not going to get an opportunity because you can't do instructions like that on this game. You can go quick tap. Can you do it like that? Oh. Assertive, I'm not happy. Come on, lads. We're better than this. I think if you use these, do these quick tactics sort of function in the same way? Or is it instructions? Oh, so I can do that. Shout instructions to them. Let's see if that makes any difference. I want that to go away now. Yeah, go on. Pedersen. Give it out wide. You don't run in that gap. And now we've got this sodding box in the way. Go away. What's happening? No, it's gone up here. Can the box please... Thank you. God damn it. Kotnik. That's great play. Unfortunately, Montagnelli has possibly never scored a goal in his life, even just like playing with his brother out the back garden when he was 5. Why would you do that, Torres? Not impressed with him so far. I'm going to take Mr. Kovic off. That's the only thing we can do because I've already made 2 subs. But I think Mr. Kovic is being sort of turned inside out by those attacking fullbacks of theirs. Carlos here. Yes, again Carlos. Yes, Dania. Obviously, we should not learning that Pedersen isn't very tall. So I keep heading it to him. Get this, Mads. I'm like 5'6". Why would I? Oh, it's an own goal. Unfortunate for Claddick. I mean, they've been playing really well. They shouldn't look bereft of confidence. They've done very good. They put on a good show for us here at the Wood Spring. Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, if he hadn't done it, Cunningham would have. So well played to us, I suppose. But it's not like we were just doing what I was saying in terms of exploiting the wings. That came from inside the channels there in the box, so it's not like my tactics are doing anything here. But let's see, Gazajan, that was an interesting free kick. Torres, Dania, Sabani, Torres, Cunningham, Montignelli, passes the ball, Cunningham, Pedersen. Why? 15 minutes until I've got to start work, guys. Maybe we could hurry this up, please. Sabani, Montignelli, Cunningham. The slowest bit of build-up play. Just beat them. Thank you, Mads. Jesus. See, this is what I mean. The simpleness. He gets it, turns it, just pass it in the bottom corner. Easy, and yet. Well, that was good. Well done, I suppose. How many goals have we scored this season? 41. Okay, we're actually doing much better than I thought we were. Because I saw they had only scored 15. I was like, that feels like how many we've scored. We've hardly scored any, but I think we beat a couple of teams by 5. Oh, dear me. Unlucky. Torres inches away from getting his first goals for the club. Oh, goal, indeed. He would have only got 1. Kotnik, Cunningham. It's a corner. It's a shame. I'd like Zatuni back because he's been doing very good. Engblom scores surely. No, Suma. Save. Suma, yay. Cunningham. Montignelli. Fitzgerald at the back post. Ah. Oh. Okay, so we're now that we're starting to do this exploiting the flanks thing and using the width a little bit. Although, I mean, if I was being technical, I would have wanted Montinelli to have been about there in that situation. But still, now that we start to do that, we immediately see things paying off for us. I mean, that's very nearly the edge of the box. Come on, Carlos. Great little ball back. That's... yep. And it's good that you've done the realistic thing there for letting that go, but you don't have to now walk around so slowly. I've got to go. Engblom, Zelanaika. Montignelli, don't shoot for Christ's sake. Fitzgerald. Typical. Engblom, Montignelli. Dania. Great ball. Interesting. Was that a deliberate header, do you think, from Pedersen? I suspect probably not, but who knows? This is Football Manager. Fitzgerald, Dania, kick it at Fitzgerald's head. Right. Torres. Great ball. Kotnik. Is that a free kick or a penalty? Free kick. Is this going to be Pedersen taking? Yes, it is. Nice. Great free kick. He only takes them when there's no pressure at all. Well, sorry, he only scores them when there's no pressure on him to score. If we had been losing, or if we'd been sort of 2-2, he'd have smashed that over the bar. But of course, because we were already 2-0 up, it doesn't matter. Therefore, he scores. Because that's the way this game's work game thing. This work game. Pedersen, Fitzgerald, Dania, Kotnik. This is nice. Controlling football, there's no rush about us, which is nice. Torres now. Would have been a great opportunity for him to score his first goal. Dragoslav Davidovic. What a name. Montinelli, Cunningham. Montignelli. Cunningham. Oh. Decent. So, after a frustrating first half, we have done a professional job in the second. After my bollocking of the team, we've done all right. Engblom, Cunningham, Torres. We didn't ever really. Okay, well I can't say that we didn't look completely. I mean, now the stats have really gone in our favour. They've not really had a sniff in the second half, but of course they will now. No, okay, another corner for them. But yeah, like that first opening period of about sort of 30 minutes really did. I wasn't worried, but I was a little concerned that we were just going to drift into either go 1-0 down. That's what happened against Sunderland, and then 2-0 down. A good win, boys. Well done. considering where we were at half-time, to win 3-0, that's not bad at all. So we're now up to 5th. We've obviously played 2 more games than Chelsea, but that doesn't put us in too bad stead, although obviously every team above us except for City have a game in hand. Fine. Well, it's just the way it's going to be. We'll probably be in with contention for top 4 by the end of the season. Don't think we should worry too much about that. Ooh, Chelsea beat Man United. Ooh, that's a move that puts many of the cats that we were discussing before amongst the friends, the pigeons. So if Chelsea win with we're 5 points off of 4th. Oh wow, 5th. Not great. Anyway, I'll see you next time when we play this game here, the Shakhtar and Aston Villa games. So we can try and see the next, give me a bit of things to do this evening, because it's looking like it might be quite quiet. And then give us a chance to see who we're going to draw in the next round. So, see you later, guys. Bye.